guys, Nuparu here, and today I'm filming a video I'm really excited for. So, the other day, last Saturday, I bought off eBay a Lego Bionicle set from 2007. So, it's just arrived just today. I've already unboxed it. As you can see, it's all ripped. And yeah, I'm just going to be doing a quick review of this guy. Bearing in mind, this is my first ever Generation 1 Bionicle set ever. I've had Generation 2 Bionicle sets, not Generation 1. So this is Toa Mahri Nuparu, as you can see. The guy sold it to me. It was quite cheap actually, and it's very good condition. Thank you very much to him. He also sells some other Toa Mahri figures and a few other Bionicle figures, I think. So very good seller, very good feedback apparently. So I'm just going to do a quick review of him. First I'm going to give you a parts inventory, then we're going to do a speed build, then we're going to do the proper review. So let's get on with that parts inventory. Alright then, so here we have it, the parts inventory for Toa Nuparu Mahri. So, like I said, I've never had a single Bionicle Generation 1 set before, so a lot of these parts are going to be new to me. I'm just going to get over the boring stuff first. We've got the Kodak rounds, 9 Kodak rounds. Go in the Kodak blaster. This is not boring. It's got one ball joint on one end and a pin on the other end. And it's just a blaster. You stick them in and it'll shoot them off, right? You know, some of the just boring basics, you know, pins, axles, these bits, which aren't boring or basic, they're pretty nice actually, pretty nice in colour. This strange bit, which I never really knew what it was, 4 armour pieces, which were, I think they were new to 2007, a couple of webs, I think Paraka feet. These weren't originally introduced. Those are some very nice feet. Got some axles you can stick the little pieces into, these pieces. You've got 5 of them, the little adapter connector things. You've got down here, you've got the bones, so you've got 4 of this length bones in dark bluish grey. You've got 4 black Inika, I think, Inika legs, which are again very nice. You've got a couple of these shield pieces. Unfortunately, mine have some cracks in them. Will it focus? Sorry. There we go, sorry. Yeah, unfortunately mine have some cracks in them. There we go. Sorry about that. That was a very awkward silence. So, yeah, mine have some cracks in them. Very sorry. Well, one of them doesn't. One of them does, though. And then you've got the 4 head pieces. So you've got the head itself, which is pretty nice. You've got the visor, which only, I think 3 of them came with the visor. 3 of them didn't, which is nice. Pulls off the scuba diver look well. The eye stalk, which is in orange or red. And then you've got the nice mask. I cannot remember the name of the mask, the Kanohi something, but I think it was, I'm pretty confident it was the Mask of Stealth. So, yeah. So, here is Nuparu Mahri, fully built up and looking quite scary, to be honest. So I'm going to start off with the pros, the good things. First of all, he has an incredibly consistent colour scheme, consisting pretty much of just black and dark grey and silver. Primarily black, the nice dark grey bones, which are very nice, and then the silver in the mask. Some may argue that the silver in the mask and the huge block of silver here may be a bit disorientating, and they may not like that, but that's up to personal opinion. The second pro would be the articulation. 3 points of articulation in the arms, elbows included, wrists included, and shoulders included. 1 in the head, which is very, very good. The only problems there are like twisting the head all the way backwards. Looks a bit awkward, but no one does that. Really not too many problems at all with the head posing. And then you've got leg posing, again, ankle, knee, and thigh. Sorry, and that is another 3 in each leg. So that's some very nice posing. Another pro, some may say, would be the pipe. It just adds a lot of interest to the character, gives a lot more personality, which is another pro, something this character has a lot of. He has a lot of personality and just sort of, a sense of actually, being a real character, not just some toy, Another pro would be the Kodak blaster, the Kodak revolving blaster, I believe it is called. So basically, how these work is you load up the 6 Kodak rounds in there, which is, they look pretty cool. And then you take your 2 fingers, your middle finger and your index finger, and your thumb. You place your thumb on the red bit back here, and your index fingers on these 2 bits here, and then you push really hard in. Results may vary. So I just drop one of them on the floor and one of them over here, and sometimes they just sort of push a little ways out. They don't always go too far. I wasn't actually pushing too hard then, just because I was afraid of losing them. But they don't actually get lost too easily. If you just have like a big carpeted area or something, they'll actually just sort of fire across, and they'll be pretty good, to be honest. You don't really need to worry about losing those things. Another reason you don't need to worry about losing them, and another pro, is the 3, I can't really see that, the 3 Kodak rounds just underneath his arm, which is, really, really useful, just having those on. First of all, just having those Kodak rounds just in case you lose these ones, and also just having them on the actual character itself is very nice, just to have them on the character. Another pro would be the whole head and scuba diving sort of thing, the backpack and the pipe, and just the whole scuba diving theme. They pulled it off really, really well. 2007 was like Creeps from the Deep year kind of thing, with the Baraki and things like that. So yeah, so they pulled off the scuba diver look very, very, very well. I really like it, with the nice, especially the mask. The mask, I believe, is the Mask of Stealth. I can't remember. I really can't remember the name of the mask, but it's the Mask of Stealth. Another pro would be the modified build. So I have not gotten any of the other Bionicle Generation 1 characters, but I have been told by others, and I've seen images and videos, and this guy apparently has quite not a very different build, but he has a different build. He has a modified Anika build. So if I take the chest piece off, you'll see one of the pins came off with it, sorry. So you can see he has a slightly taller torso. So the average Anika would be, hold on, sorry, that's not in focus. So the average Anika torso would be that. Focus. There we go. So that would be the average Anika torso, but this guy has it, really. Once again, I deeply apologise. This guy just has it one pin lower, and then you can put the torso armor back on, and that leaves a little bit of an open gap down there, but I really don't mind because it just makes him that little bit taller. So now another pro would be his shield. It's a really nice secondary weapon to the Kodak blaster. Well, it's not really a weapon, a piece of equipment to the Kodak blaster. It's just a nice looking shield. It may not be too effective, but it just looks really, really nice. And for some reason, it just conveys underwater. I think it might be these things that sort of look like crab legs or something, you know, like underwater spiny thingies, I don't know. But it just looks like it belongs underwater, which is a good thing. So now onto the things that make this set not so good. So one of the things is the Kodak blaster, and I did say this was a pro, and it is for some people, but some people do not like it because, first of all, it is very easy to lose the Kodak rounds. They are relatively small. They're only, you know, this size, so they're relatively small, and they are quite easy to lose when you fire them off. But of all the different blasters, Kodak rounds probably the most hard to lose of some of the blasters. Another reason the Kodak blaster isn't so good is because, as you saw, it is not 100% guaranteed that it is going to actually, you know, shoot. You know, sometimes it just sort of comes out and it just sort of looks a little bit rubbish, you know? And another reason that people do not like the Kodak blaster, and another con, is because of its colour scheme breaking red. Very bright red there, and it breaks the beautiful colour scheme of black and grey, and that is very unfortunate. However, this guy does include, like here, and in the head, and a few other areas, he includes black pins. Now, if you didn't know, LEGO almost always, very almost always, not always, uses those pins in red so that children can see them. They also do blue pins, which there is one just right back there. You can see that blue pin, so that children can sort of, you know, spot them out differently, you know. But this one has black pins, as you can see. So that's quite interesting. A lot of people think all of the sets could have black pins. I don't know why they opted to go for black pins on this one. Maybe just because they thought, hey, this guy has such a consistent colour scheme, why break it? Let's do black pins. But yeah, the red on the Kodak blaster does sort of break up the colour scheme a little bit, as do the Kodak rounds, as do these little bits here. Another con would be the lack of sustainable posability in just this specific arm. So as you can see, it does like to flop down quite a lot. You can usually pose it pretty well. You'd have it quite close to the body, usually. You wouldn't really stretch it out, you know, you wouldn't fire a gun like that, would you? But just in case you want to go like, oh no, like, you know, over that way, that's where it is. Oh, you can just about do that, but then, yeah, all you need to do is push it a tiny bit and it'll fall. So just be careful when posing that. Another really minor con is there are some tiny gaps in the neck area, so the neck can just slightly wobble. It's a little bit annoying, but honestly it's not a problem, but some people may find that a little bit annoying. So, that's been it for this review, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and subscribe if you haven't already, because there will be more LEGO videos, vlogs, and other things coming very soon. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!